That is generally what a rookie contract is.
So he's got 3 years.
It was a fifth-year option.
You're probably not going to... You're either going to...
Someone's definitely going to pick up his 5th year.
Someone's not going to get paid.
Well, I mean, they're going to get paid, just not by the Cowboys.
Yeah. I'm talking about if the Cowboys re-sign all of them. Someone's not getting paid. And most importantly, someone's going to get a 1-year deal. Or maybe a 2-year deal that's 1 year loaded.
If Dak doesn't re-sign, where do you think he goes? Miami? No, I'm just kidding.
No. It's hard to... I think it's going to be one of the teams.
He's kind of an improviser.
Yeah.
I could see him...
What about this crazy one? Titans. Indianapolis. Do you think they move on from Jacoby? Not Jacoby.
Yeah, it's Jacoby Brissett.
It is Jacoby Brissett. For some reason I thought he was on the Saints, but that's in Madden. Do you think the Colts would go after Dak Prescott and move on from Jacoby?
Didn't they just sign him to an extension, Jacoby Brissett?
I believe they extended him a year or 2.
Because I've seen things about like Tony Dungy saying that Tom Brady would succeed in Indianapolis. So like,
I've seen that too.
Do you think they go after maybe a younger one like Dak?
Come out of retirement to play for the Patriots.
But it's hard to decipher where Dak's going to go because of his offense. There's going to be a lot of teams that would take a quarterback like him. But
if you had to take a really long shot, wild guess, where do you think?
Titans or the Colts? Actually,
I never thought about Titans. Because they got that playoff push, so they definitely attracted a market. Definitely, and with Derrick Henry.
But do you think they keep? If they didn't sign a quarterback in free agency, do you think they keep Ryan Tannehill?
Oh yeah.
That's as if Ryan Tannehill wants to stay in.
That's if Tannehill doesn't get offered a contract before they're even
right, because he showed success in Tennessee, and then on the adverse, Tennessee would show success for other quarterbacks.
Do you think Tannehill is just a system quarterback with the Titans, or do you think it was just? You think he's a good quarterback? He just had a bad system with the Dolphins.
Correct.
Yeah. He didn't really have much in.
He got plagued by talent and injuries.
He didn't really have much in Miami.
Yeah.
He was good with Miami.
He didn't have all that much with the Titans except for...
They have Corey Davis. Jonnu Smith rose up in a lot of stats. And then
A.J. Brown.
Lewis in the passing game, and then A.J. Brown and... I think his name was?
Adam Humphries.
Adam Humphries, yeah.
And then
I forgot he was...
And then their tight end or whatever the hell.
Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. So they have a lot of weapons, and he's flourished with it.
But if Dak Prescott doesn't sign with the Cowboys, I could see him going to the Titans because it'd be a similar situation as the Cowboys with an elite running back.
I feel like he goes to Indianapolis. I think he goes.
If he doesn't resign.
If he doesn't resign. Because he's...
What was this?
I don't think he's going to flourish.
The original topic was Aaron Rodgers' championship window, but I like that we get off topic a lot because it fills up more airtime.
Yeah.
We should make that a topic for next podcast is free agency moves and stuff like that.
Talk about free agents and where they might go.
Yeah.
Okay. Tune in next week. Tune in next podcast. It's not only next week anymore. We do it twice a week. Next.
Kansas versus Kansas State. Is it fine to be down in a blowout and still play defense like Kansas did?
I didn't really...
Sorry, I totally read that monotone. Did you watch the game?
No, I just saw the fight at the end.
Yeah,
so what happened?
That's good enough. That's good
enough. So basically what happened is one of the players was still playing defense and got the ball back in.
Kansas State basically stole
scored
the ball when they were down by 22.
And he scored, and then...
No, he missed.
He missed. Blocked. And then someone got pissed that he played defense and started fighting him.
What I saw was the guy who blocked the shot.
De Sosa, yeah.
He stood over the guy that he blocked the shot against.
Yeah, because he was probably pissed that he was still playing defense. Do you think when you're down by that much that you should still keep going at defense, or do you think it's like
If your team is down, you think you should stop playing defense.
Is that what you're saying or no?
What I'm trying to say in the thing was that if you're down by 22, should you honestly be going after the ball?
Oh yeah.
If you're down by that, yeah.
If you're down by 22, go after the ball with
like
no time remaining,
yeah.
no shot clock. In that instance, they were just sitting there dribbling out the ball.
Yeah, they were basically running out the clock.
Yeah.
Mm.
Should Kansas State, because they were on defense, should they have stolen the ball and even though they were down by that much?
I guess it depends on the person, but I still don't think Sosa had any right to get pissed about that.
Yeah, wasn't there a couple of suspensions for what went on?
Sosa got 12 games out of it.
I saw he was suspended indefinitely.
He's indefinitely by the Jayhawks right now, but the NCAA got him 12. So Kansas can make him come in any time, but
he has to be out.
The NCAA has.
I'm glad that Kansas was willing to suspend him indefinitely.
Mm-hmm. But
that makes sense because you got to hold your players accountable for what they did.
McCormack got suspended 2 games.
Wait, McCormack. Which one was McCormack?
Jayhawks. He was still on the Jayhawks. He threw a punch at K-State after Sosa. After I believe
Sosa's on Kansas, isn't he?
It was James Love because James Love was the person that stole the ball.
Okay.
From Kansas State. He got hit with the 8 game, I believe.
The one that stole the ball?
Yep. Because he threw a punch at Sosa.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah. And Antonio Gordon from Kansas State got hit with 3.
So Sosa got the most.
Sosa got 12.
Yeah, because he antagonized it.
He antagonized it, and he threw 2 punches. But McCormack, I think, just did shoving, I believe it was. And so did Gordon. But
that's just
my own thing is
Input.
You're down, but you're not. There's no way you're going to win the game.
You're down by 22. You're not going to win the game. But to be completely honest,
he's just playing his game, though.
Yeah,
like, maybe
you play to the whistle.
You play.
You play to the horn.
You don't play to lose. Is basically what you're saying.
But maybe Love, is that his last name?
Yeah.
Maybe he's like a back end bench player and doesn't get much playing time, and he was just trying to take what he could get with the time that he was given.
Exactly. Not necessarily padding his stats, but showing what he could do. Obviously there's not much to do when the guy's just dribbling the ball, and you know, but
that still shows that you can make a steal.
Exactly, you can still make a steal because now
it still shows that you're not gonna just lay down.
And it shows that he's a hard player.
Yeah,
and he's motivated too. So
I think you should play defense till
at the same time. Do I agree that Sosa should get mad? Yeah. Do I think that he should have stood over him and punched him?
No. That was
a dumb move by him.
Like, it could go both ways.
You risk your collegiate career at that point.
Exactly.
Because people could look at you and be like, "Oh, he's got a temper, and he's just gonna beat the shit out of you."
There are a lot of players in the NBA that have tempers.
Yeah, exactly. But even
look at LeBron every time you get the call against him.
True, but
like Sosa, you just ruined because he threw punches. He ruined a lot of stock.
He potentially ruined his future.
Yeah,
teams are going to look at that. Teams are going to look at, they're obviously going to look at stats, but they're going to look at what kind of person you are, what you did on the court, what you did off the court.
Yeah.
So that's why Antonio Brown is.
And I'm sorry,
exactly.
I'm sorry, but if you're missed one game, you might be able to slide it underneath the team and not tell them why.
But
if you're missing 12 games,
that's
teams
a lot.
Are going to be wondering why you're missing 12 games.
That's a lot of
the footage.
That's a lot of games that you're going to miss of
improving your worth,
exactly,
and improving your stock. You just risked your entire NBA career and your collegiate career because you're a dumbass and you're pig-headed.
Yeah,
it could go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Playing defense when you're up by 22 in the last 24 seconds, or when you're down by 22 in the last 24 seconds.
Exactly.
They're both playing to the horn. Sosa, he had the right to block it. He's playing hard, but he did not have the right to stand over him like that.
Exactly, or throw the whole punches and stuff.
Honestly, standing over anybody after anything is like a pussy move, in my opinion.
Zion Williamson finished with 22 points.
Nice.
He just didn't have film, so now they got film on him, so he didn't get a post 22 anymore.
But he had 5 points till the fourth quarter. I just got a notification for it. That's why I said
Garbage
something
minutes.
about it. Yeah.
But that was just the whole thing with that is that, like, it just, you play to the whistle, but you shouldn't.
Because if you think about
it, play to the whistle, but don't hurt yourself.
If you think about it,
both physically and mentally.
Think about it. Nobody's going to go out there to play to lose. You're going to play till you fall over till the game is done. You fall over dead, or like you have to come out because of an injury.
Yeah,
like you don't out there on the court.
You don't go out there to just I'm going to play and pad my stats and try and improve my stats and not help the team out. I don't want to win. I just want to have good stats for me. No, you go out there to play to win. That's why, like, trash teams like the Bengals, they still went out there and fought every down. Yes, they lost 15 games, but
they won 2, didn't they?
No, they lost 50. They lost
2. They won 2.
Oh, okay, so they lost 14 games.
Yeah.
You still look at everybody on that team, they're not going to quit because they're trash. You don't go out to play to lose.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Bengals did to get that number 1 draft pick to get Joe Burrow.
Maybe, but
thought the Dolphins were tanking for Tua.
Tanking for Tua.
Next,
Jags named Jay Gruden as OC. Good sign, bad sign, go. Welcome back to this segment of Good Bad, Good Sign, Bad Sign.
I don't know. Jay Gruden didn't really do much for the offense in Washington, but he signed with Jacksonville.
I think it's
that was my topic, and I forgot.
I think it's an improvement, honestly. Because who'd they have before?
DeFilippo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But John DeFilippo isn't really an offensive coordinator. He's a quarterback's coach. So it could be an improvement. But again, Jay Gruden didn't really do much with the offense in Washington. Then again, he didn't have many weapons there.
Mm-hmm.
But there aren't many weapons.
He had a few
with the Jaguars aside from Shark and D.D. Westbrook. Isn't Austin Seferian-Jenkins there too?
No.
He's on the Cardinals.
Oh, really?
I believe, yeah.
Oh. He's moved around a lot.
He had a few for...
He's a journeyman.
He had a few for a couple of years, but, like Deshaun Jackson, Pierre Garçon, Jordan Reed.
I personally expect the first move by the Jaguars to be they cut Foles and then bring in Case Keenum.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I think the Foles signing was a bad signing.
I think it's solely...
I don't know.
This is going to sound weird.
You guys are going to think I'm crazy.
It's going to sound weird, but I think John Gruden, right?
Jay
Gruden.
John is the Raiders head coach. Yeah, He's his brother.
Jay Gruden could succeed Marrone.
Oh, be the next head coach?
Yeah, if you think about it.
Because Marrone's on the hot seat.
Yeah, he was... Didn't the Jaguars tell him they weren't going to re-sign him or something like that? They weren't going to bring him back, and then they did?
Yeah. So he could be... He's on some hot seat right now. And now that they got an offense coordinator who has head coaching experience, I wonder if they're going to, if they can Marrone, hey, Gruden.
It'd be like a Freddie Kitchens thing, wouldn't it? Because Freddie Kitchens was the offensive coordinator.
I think the reason why they did it is if by midseason of next year the Jaguars are not succeeding, they're going to fire.
Exactly.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Jay Gruden will just take over from there.
Exactly.
I mean, even then, I don't think Jay Gruden is that good of a head coach.
He's just average.
Yeah, he's average. He's not terrible.
He's not a good coach. He's average too bad.
He had a couple of good seasons. He's
like I don't know if I'd say good seasons.
He's like Mike McCarthy in that aspect. He made the playoffs a couple times, and he was average.
Yeah. Better. He's more of a
Did Jay Green ever make the playoffs with the Redskins?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made it a couple times. Packers beat him in a playoff game, wild card game.